Hey, you want to see how to make one of these Halloween bonfires? It doesn't look like cheap Etsy bullshit. Yeah, come on, follow along. It's a journey. All right, here's everything you pretty much need. I also got the materials list up on the screen, so pause to read. Okay, the first thing you're going to do, you're going to cut your hardboard out in a circle. I don't have a compass that big, so I'm just using a piece of string and a goddamn marker. Okay, now once you got your circle all marked out, go ahead and get your hedge trimmers out, all right? It's going to cut through that hardboard just like it's butter, all right? Okay, once you got your circle cut out, you're going to go ahead and put down a real light coat of the cheapest black paint you can possibly find. I know it's the cheap black paint. It'll be evident why I used it in just a few minutes, okay? Now, one of the first things that they said last year was just put your lights down in a random arrangement, okay? That's bullshit, okay? That's going to make your bonfire look like garbage, okay? You put the first layer down in a nice tight spiral, all right? Make sure that you cover up your ends with some tape here. I know I probably should have used electrical tape, but I didn't feel like going back in the house to get some, okay? So I just used the duct tape I had laying around. Feel free to tell me what an idiot I am in the comments. All right, now you make sure that your lights are working before you start putting your first spray foam down. Okay, always remember you're an idiot and check your work. All right. Okay, next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna put your bones out, and if you're an analytical jackass like I am, you're gonna lay them out so they're organized so you can see what you're working with. All right. Now there you go. You see everything all put out there. Remember, the first layer of lights goes down a nice tight spiral, and then you can start putting them in random. Okay, the second thing that they told you last year that was bullshit was that you couldn't put down too much spray foam. Okay, you can put down too much spray foam. You went out and bought these lights, all right? Don't cover them up completely. If you put down too much spray foam, you're not going to be able to see the damn thing. Spoke and tote. Okay, now you're going to look at this, and you're going to think to yourself, hey, that's not enough spray foam. I got to put down more. Okay, don't listen to yourself. You're an idiot. Okay, just listen to me. Just do what I tell you to do. All right, now start putting your bones in, okay? But don't just put them in random. See how I switched the orientation of that skull around, okay? Use a little bit of that artistic panache you got, all right? Okay, you don't want this coming out looking like a 10-year-old made it. It's the 10-year-old holding the camera, not the can, okay? Okay, now you're going to go through and you're going to put your second layer of spray foam down, okay? Trust me, it's going to be enough, all right? You want to put a little bit of spray foam on top of those bones. Don't put too much in or it's going to cover them up. You're not going to be able to see them in the final product. All right, now that you got your second layer of spray foam down, you're going to put down your second layer of bones. Okay, the second layer of bones is going to give your bonfire a little bit of added depth. It's going to make it look real nice. It's going to make your neighbors just not want to live anywhere near you anymore. Okay, and don't just throw them in there randomly, all right? Fill in the spots that don't have any bones yet, all right? Okay, now look, when you're putting that second layer of bones down, okay, don't sink them down into the foam too much. Be gentle. Remember, you want to have depth. Okay, after that's all said and done, you're going to fill in any more spots. There's just a little bit more spray foam. Okay, now it's time to start painting the thing. You put a layer of red down that's going to make everything kind of glow when you turn the lights on when it's dark. Okay, when you're painting this, don't put too much paint down, okay? That's what they said last year. You can't put down too much paint. Well, guess what? You can. If you put down too much paint, you can't see the damn thing shining through, all right? The only place that you want to put down a lot of paint is on the edge because you want it to kind of fade out as you get towards the rim of the fire, okay? Don't be heavy-handed in the middle or else you're going to be cursing yourself. That's what we did last year. You see that? Too much paint, too much foam. Oh, there it is. What a pretty picture, okay? The only place you want a lot of paint is on the edge, so it looks like it kind of fades out, gets a little cooler as it gets towards the edge, all right? That's what it looks like, and that's okay, okay? That's not bad, but we can make it better, all right? It looks pretty creepy. It looks phenomenal. It looks a hell of a lot better than last year's, but we're about to kick it really into high gear. Okay, it's this next step here that takes it from, oh, that looks really cool, to, oh my God, there's something wrong with these people. I don't know, maybe we just skip this house, okay? So you're going to take equal parts of sand, plaster, and mortar. Just a little bit of water, okay? You don't want it too wet, okay? Just a little bit of water. See how much sand and plaster and mortar I put in? I only put in a little bit of water, and it's still going to come out soupy, okay? Because you're making skulls, okay? You're going to make a ton of these skulls. I know I could have used plastic, but I wanted them to look better than that, all right? Remember, we said we weren't going for cheap Etsy bullshit here. We're going for something that really just knocks your socks off. You see that? That's just half a plastic skull, okay? I'm spraying the inside of it with Pam. It makes everything not stick, okay? It's the greatest stuff in the world. Okay, now you're going to have to play around a little bit with how much sand, plaster, and mortar you put in because you don't want to be wasting that stuff, okay? Materials are expensive, all right? I know it's not that much, but plaster is pretty damn expensive. Okay, you don't want to be throwing away a bunch of this stuff at the end. All right, so you're going to let that sit. You're going to scrape it nice and flat so that it sits against your bonfire nice and flat. All right, you're going to let that sit for about 2 minutes. All right, then it's going to get nice and hard. You're just going to push in on the top of this guy's head. It's going to pop right out, okay? If you put in enough Pam, it's going to work great. It's going to come out looking like that. Holy crap. All right, now look. At some point, you're going to be looking at all these skulls. You're going to say, oh my God, I think I made too many skulls. Again, don't listen to yourself. You're an idiot because look how good it looks. Okay, there it is. All right, now all you got to do is wait until it's dark out, go put it in your front yard, plug the damn thing in, line it up with your skulls, and you got your bonfire. Okay, and it looks a hell of a lot better than the ones that were on here last year, all right? It looks a hell of a lot more real, okay? That's what we were going for, okay? You want your neighbors to look at you like, I'm not so sure about this guy anymore, okay? Alright, there you go. That's the end of the video. Have a happy freaking Halloween.